Oh yeah, definitely. Okay, I can already see a few messages there. Okay, he has just managed message. Oh, perfect. Gotta be launched any second now. Okay.
Well, born to
Okay,
be
go.
alive. Born
Okay.
to be alive.
Yes, definitely. Wow, Andy, first time we do this kind of stuff with you. Yeah, I believe this is amazing. Those of you who watch us for the first time and see and think, who are these two? This is Andy, literally himself, the traffic captain, creator traffic owner, the guy who knows about traffic. 25 years of experience. That's the experience that definitely says something. And I'm Tim. I'm from OnlyMonster. Those of you who didn't see the previous series, I'm the biz dev in the OnlyMonster company. We do the CRM for OF. Andy, wow,
Hey,
glad to have you here.
life is life. Wow, I love it to be live.
Right, right.
We know us so much from many shows, and that's what I like, to be live with the people. It's nice to talk in Telegram and all this stuff, but meet people in person or go live, and there's no script. That's what I like.
Absolutely. When it comes to real human to human communication, that's the best. Because when you have everything scripted, that's not such
That's what I
and such the vibe, right? Such an energy. I remember when we were doing the podcast together with you, you were like, let's do it standing, only because of the energy that it brings. It's just different from when you're like, okay, you can have a calm conversation when you sit, but then standing, that's a different thing. Wow, Andy, I know you're the guy of so many different things that you do. It's not only about the traffic, it's also the lifestyle. I mean, you are the captain indeed, right? You do the boats, you do the scuba diving, you do traffic for OF, you do so many different things. Just like a general review, those who don't know you, tell us a little bit about things you do.
Well, okay, let's make it short because we are living in a swipe
Oh
generation.
yeah.
Please stay here, don't leave it, don't leave it. So I started 99 in the industry. It was more about adult movie productions. 2003, I went to the internet, online shops for DVD and toys. Then we had Sex Goes Mobile, the mobile area, dating products, live cam products. We have amateur sites like amateur community. Then we have Adnium, our traffic broker for casinos, dating sites. Then we have CreatorTraffic, which is now my little baby. It's a startup. We started 3 years ago. I like the new little babies to bring them up, and then I find something new. Then we have Traffic Partner, 50 countries, a lot of dating traffic. We are an ad network. We buy traffic. So it's all about the adult industry and it's traffic. So that's why it's the traffic captain. The captain comes from this. I grew up on the Baltic Sea in the north of Germany, and I was always on a boat. My father had a boat. I was swimming in the Baltic Sea when I had 3 years old. I went to Venezuela. I lived in the Caribbean. I had my own boat. I'm a rescue diver. I'm a dive master. I'm a cave diver. I'm a not cave, yeah, cave diver. And I go down with sharks and whales. So all this together brought the captain and the traffic that makes the traffic captain. Right?
Oh wow, that is incredible. There is someone in chat asking right now, is that a katana over there?
Yes,
So
yes.
nice. Wow. There is even more that I didn't know about you. Nice. I'm thinking of that would be amazing to go scuba diving one day with you. This is something that we still have planned, right?
Well, I
Okay.
I made it once. We had the clickbait show in Tulum, and I picked the guys with the most experience in diving. It was only five.
Okay.
We went in the cenote of Tulum. We made cave diving, and I was the guide. On my YouTube channel, you can see also the video of this. It was an amazing experience. And for next year, after the AW Bangkok, I want to bring people who are interested in scuba diving down to PP Island, and we go scuba diving in PP Island. Will be like a retreatment after the AW Bangkok 2026.
Nice. That is the kind of retreat I really want to attend. So cool. Okay, you are the man of so many different talents. Tell us a little bit about how you do the traffic, because the traffic is basically what everyone needs. Creators who just start, those who have big agencies, those who do this business for many years, everyone needs traffic. Everyone needs good traffic. So let me ask you this. If you were the one who launches the new profile on OF, what would be your traffic plan? Like 30 days, 60 days plan, 90 days plan? What would you do personally?
Well, it depends if you have a fresh model also. You know, a new agency is a new agency, but it's not a matter if the agency is new or old. Important is if you have a model that have already social media reach, or if it's a model that starts from the scratch. So in the beginning of the OnlyFans game, the most successful models, they had already 500,000, 1 million followers on X, on Instagram, then TikTok, and all these social media. That's great. You don't need to do nothing else than put your link tree or your get my link in the descriptions, send people from social media to the get my link, and then from there to OnlyFans, to campsites, whatever you want to promote. So, but when you start now as an agency, even if you're new or old, with the model with no social media reach, the first step is, of course, you set up social media channels for her, but you need like 6 months, 9 months to build them up. Now imagine you have a new model and you say, yeah, send me content, and she don't make really money because you need 6 months to build up her social media to get some customers. And that's exactly the solution with paid traffic, like we do. The model is brand new. She started yesterday. You put some marketing money in, you click the button, and she have the same day she gets subscribers. So that's the fast forward for every agency, especially if you have models which start from the scratch. And then, of course, with the time, you build up the social media, and then you need perhaps less paid traffic, and you get more social media traffic, or you do a combination. And then as an agency, for sure, when you bring up the first girls, you will hire new girls, and then you put again the paid traffic. So for me, it's a double game. On the short term and middle term, it's better to get paid traffic. On the long term, it's good to have social media traffic. Both ways are important for an agency.
And this is the synergy, right? You can do both actually. You start with one, you continue with the other, and together that's the result that you want to get overall. Wow. Okay. I think this is a totally valid point and makes sense to both creators, agencies who run creators' profiles, socials. Nice. What I also wanted to ask is that in this AI era, is it something that you personally use in your business life? Speaking of tools that might be helpful, things that might be bringing more volume, or how do you use AI?
Yes, even before AI, you know, everything what is with chatting, we always had bots. Before we called it bots, now we call it AI. In the end, is the first questions or the first communication is always very simple. So every AI or bot can do it. Like, hello, how are you? Oh, I'm good. Where are you from? Oh, I'm from Germany. Yeah, I'm from Ukraine. I'm from Russia. I'm from US. Easy, you know, this is very easy. The problem in the chatting, when you go deeper in the conversation, there's always different slangs in the sex area. So let's say you have a model, she is from New York, and the guy is also from New York, and they try to talk like this New York sexy English slang. Perhaps the AI don't know it, and the AI still talks normal English, and the guy say, hey, you said you're from New York, you don't sound like somebody from New York.
Right.
So I see in the moment right now, I see in chatting, AI is a good opener. You can filter out the freeloaders from the high spenders. Because let's say your chatbot asks them to buy a picture for $5. If the chatbot cannot sell a picture for $5 to the customers, he will never buy nothing. So why you put human resource in him, you know? So the AI is very good in chatting for filtering out or doing the first chats and filtering out the freeloader from the spenders. And as soon as you buy the first thing, then you put a human in, because humans are still better from my perspective.
I totally agree. We are at that point where chatters are needed. Human communication, human touch is there as an essential component. And I noticed you mentioned the spenders, big spenders. You would say that it's better to have one big whale spender or 10 not that much spenders.
Well, it's always in life. The tricks
Right.
are tricks. But if you see the revenue, you have one shutter and one whale, one model, the revenue is way higher. Then you have a lot of little spenders because you need to have several chatters, and it's only a question about the revenue per minute, let's say like this, the
Yeah.
revenue per minute or whatever. For me, the same. I don't care. You can start by traffic with CreatorTraffic from $100, and we treat you the same like the people they buy for $10,000 or $100,000 a month. But of course, for me, I prefer to talk with somebody who spent $50,000 on traffic, not only because of the money, because if somebody spent $50,000, show me he works very professional, he success called success.
Okay.
And then sometimes I have people, they upload $100, and then after 24 hours, they write me a message, oh, your traffic is not good, it's not converting. And I say, yeah, but it's only 24 hours, what did your chatters? And with $100, how many data you have, how many hours, how many customers, all in traffic and media buying, it's big data. You need to, when we buy traffic for Traffic Partner, sometimes the first $20,000 or $50,000 we buy from different sources, we burn. Because if you buy in a network, you have like hundreds different of traffic sources. So you need to filter out the ones that are working and the ones that are not working. And in the first step, perhaps you lose some money, but then you can filter out the losers from the winners, and you put your next money only on the winners. So it's the same when you buy traffic from us. Some models work, some models not work. So check out different models. Put each model the same. For example, you have 10 models. Put each model $100 daily budget. After 1 week, you can see that model is profitable and that not. So shut off the model which is not profitable and put double of the money to the girl that is profitable. So that's in media buying, that people need to understand it. And if you come to media buying, you need to invest money. And of course, if you come with $100, you're welcome, and hopefully it works. But don't blame me for bad traffic after $100. That's not the amount that you can make any decisions. At least, put $500, $1,000, then you can make decisions.
Interesting. Can we scuba dive a little bit deeper into that? So let's say someone who does traffic, who wants to receive traffic, who invests into traffic. I wanted to ask about the typical mistakes that they could do, burn some budgets, what to avoid. But this is actually even more interesting. If we say some profile needs to evaluate first what models, by models you mean, and I mean the traffic campaign, right? So
Yeah.
which campaign works better than the other? You'll have some recommendations on estimated budgets. Is it something universal? It's always unique depending on the case. What's the period of time that is representative in order to make decisions, conclusions?
Yeah, that's funny, because that's what I like your company. A lot of the professional buyers, they send me their OnlyMonster tracking link, so I can see the clicks they receive, I can see the conversion rate and the percentage of the conversion rate, and only by these numbers, they don't show me really the revenue because they're afraid I put the so, but at least with these numbers, if you put a model and the model have only a conversion rate from 5%, and in CreatorTraffic, I see the click-through rate. That means how many times we showed the pictures and how many people clicked. So if the CTR in my system is lower than 1.5%, that means that the picture is not putting attention to the customers. That's the first thing. So when you do a campaign, always take 3 different pictures in the beginning and let the 3 pictures run each against each other. So you see, for example, picture A, 2% CTR, 1.8, 1.5. Kick out the 1.5 and 1.8 and keep the 2-point CTR. Then you see the traffic coming to your model, and you see the conversion rate from clicks to free subs. So if there normally our conversion rate is about 10%, so if you see your conversion rate is only 8%, that means that people saw the picture, come to your profile, and then say, nah, not even for free, because you know it's normally a free subscription. So that's sometimes when you put a very nice picture, but the profile is not looking so interesting, because then people click, say, no, I don't like, and go away. If the picture is good, the profile looks good, normally you get the free sub. So when you have the free sub, of course, the next step is how much people spend. And you can see this, the CTR and the conversion rate gives you already a feeling in the first week. If it comes to revenue, you need to see it on a longer time period. I would say at least 30, 60, or 90 days. Because if you catch a whale in this time, you know, perhaps you get little spender, little spender, little spender, and then you catch one whale. And this whale turns the return of investment totally in the opposite. So the same thing is in casino, in the casino business, the same thing is in the live cam business, and the same is in OnlyFans. In the end, we are fishing for the whales, because they change totally the game. So if somebody tells me after 1 day it's not working, he have no clue about media buying. If he tell me after 1 week, I check the numbers and I can say, yes, this model, yes or no. But the real revenue or the return of investment, I can say after normally 60 days is a good time period. And then the other part, you can always do cross-selling. If you have already the free sub on one model and this model he is not buying, she can say, hey, perhaps you like my girlfriend, and he sent another link. So from one free sub, you can make several free subs. And there is a little problem in all the tracking tools I know in the market. They don't see these upsales, because your system is concentrated to see 1 click, 1 subscriber, how much he spent. But if the chatter do a GG to another model, the tracking is lost. So I recommend always to see the numbers in OnlyMonster for this specific model. If a customer is not converting on this model, try to make an upsell to another model.
But would you do that with a separate tracking link, or that would be like some link without tracking? I think it's reasonable to count both, as long as we have like one specific traffic funnel that can be led to one place then another. Then both should be with tracking links, right?
Yeah, it's possible as long the models is from the same agency account or from the same agency. It should be possible. Of course, if you sell your GGs to other agencies, it's not possible to track. But people who are smart have this in mind. They know, for example, let's say your cost for a free sub is about $2 or $2.50. So then you see with your own model, you make $5 back. Then you can calculate another $2 for a GG at least. So, you know, people don't need the tracking if they are long enough in the business. They have experience numbers. But yeah, media buying is an art, is really an art of making the maximum profit of the same traffic. I can swear you, I sent the same traffic, because our traffic mix is for everyone the same. We have like 50, 60 different websites, and our algorithm mix them almost the same. So everybody receives the same traffic, the traffic mix. And you send 10 people, and 5 will say, yeah, Andy, best traffic. 3 people say, oh, it's okay. And 2 say, oh, no, your traffic is shit. And it's the same traffic. So it's not me who doing the mistake. It's something in the sales behind. And
Wow.
and also what I tell a lot of when I do master classes and OnlyFans, a lot of people put a lot of effort in the production and the content and the model, and they do a good job in marketing. They spend money for paid traffic, social media. And then the last change, the point of sale are the chatters. And there they want to save money and put some Indian or some Philippine guys. Uh, yeah, why you invest all this in the last part, and also put a commission on your chatters. Give your chatters commission. Only a chatter with a commission, he wants to make the money. Get hungry chatters, give them a commission, and you will have the maximum result. Don't pay them a flat rate. You know what I do when I'm a chatter on flat rate? I check my Instagram doing, oh yeah, oh, yeah, horny, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, right. Totally, totally. And I totally agree that it's reasonable to consider every single step of it. And there is someone in chat saying that he was looking for silver but found gold. And I personally agree with that. You know, those aspects that you portray, try different models, different campaigns, with a different picture, a different approach. That's the same traffic after all, right? And the one that works, the one that has the highest number on the conversions. That's one you keep. That's one you keep investing into. And I also like the fact that you mentioned the representative period of time is 60 days. Good to know. I actually thought that we could say in a week. I was mistaken. 60 days is more representative. Now, if we consider, is there a difference in strategies for a profile that you launch and start managing from scratch and a profile that already has, let's say, hundreds, thousand followers on Insta, something that already has certain involvement fan base? Is it different approach or it's just the same?
No, if you have, let's say you have a model, 200,000 followers on Instagram, if these people who are always commenting, liking, following your profile, they are already on the hook. They love you, they follow you, they admire you. When you send them a DM and say, hey, here's my OnlyFans, the chance that they go is higher, and you can do directly a paid account because he knows what he get. He follow you on Instagram for 6 months, for 1 year, he likes and this, and then you have the chance to get your OnlyFans for a $20 subscription. He will pay it. If you do paid traffic on a new model, normally our customers come through Google SEO. So imagine the customer comes in, he goes to Google, say, OnlyFans Germany. So he comes to OnlyFans Germany, then comes to our site, he see the search results, and between the search results, he see the ads. So now he click on one model he likes because he see the picture, he clicks on it. Then he comes to the OnlyFans site. And now you say, it's a $20 subscription. The guy only saw one picture on an ad. Why should he buy? Like, you never buy the cat in the bag, like we say in Germany, You want to know what you buy. So it's better if you have an unknown model and do pay traffic, do a free account and then put your chatters on to convert. It's like, I always say this, when I imagine I have a club and it's only a door and then the club goes down and I stand out and say, hey, here's the best club, $20 entrance, $20 entrance. A lot of people will think, yeah, is there something? Is there life? Is it a good club? But if you say, hey, have a look in for free, a lot of people go in, look in and say, oh yeah, it's good or not. So the difference between a model with follower base and paid traffic for a new model is a paid subscription or a free sub.
Right, right. Reasonable. I agree. And there actually is one question in the chat that people want to ask you. We touched base on that topic about AI, and there is someone asking how much in this industry changing with the arrival of AI. So, what's your opinion? I know we spoke about it a little bit, but maybe you could have something to add to that.
Well, for example, for me personally, most of my emails, I don't write so much emails anymore, but when I do emails, I write some notice. Also I put the info, but I say then to ChatGPT, make me this in a formal, good English, because I'm
Right.
German. I'm not native English speaking, so I say, ChatGPT, write me a nice letter, bang. I do for all my videos and social media, I do my own music with AI. I make the letter, if you go to Spotify, Traffic Captain, you will find me on Spotify. You see
Wow.
like 50 songs. Most of the songs are for conventions or for other stuff, So I use this as my social media. Of course, for banners, a lot of people who did before banners and promotion on ads, all these graphic designers, a lot of them get fired because ChatGPT can do it well, or not ChatGPT in general, AI can do it.
Right, right.
Now the next step will be for all the video editors with Zora. Hey man, I can make Hollywood movies in 1 year. I'm sure I make little 5-minute Hollywood movies starring the captain flying scuba diving through the world or whatever. Then the chatting definitely is one part. And I see already, because a lot of agencies have models which are some kind of lazy, especially when it comes to content. And they say, for example, okay, give me 20 pictures. They use the 20 pictures, give it to an AI, and then they can produce with AI a lot of content with the same face or body type of the model they have already. So it helps. It helps to get content from lazy models. Let's say like this.
Right,
And
right.
and the
And
next step is when you don't want to work with a model, you make a complete AI model, and then you go on Fanvue or other platforms. You cannot do it so easy. I know there's some workarounds on OnlyFans, but mostly when you do a complete AI model, you go to Fanvue. So 100% of the profit is for you, and you have no hassle with the model. There's no problems at all, And with the payout, because on OnlyFans the payouts goes many times first to the model, and you need to wait for your money. So yeah, AI will change the business. And I said this some days ago in an interview with Milky Agency. I think real models will be like the luxury product, and the AI models will be
the
like
mainstream.
the cheap Walmart 9.99 subscription that the girl talks to you.
Nice. Yeah, I would rather agree with you, and that's one of the reasons why we actually made this integration with Fanvue platform. So now you can actually have 8 different platforms on OnlyMonster. But yeah, yeah,
Hey,
totally,
which
totally.
are the other ones?
Well, that's OnlyFans, Fansly, Fanvue, Loyal Fans, Subs, even Reddit and Telegram, and meme fans.
Hmm.
Reddit is especially useful for traffic, actually, but make sure you put the right proxy because it only works with that proxy that you had previously. So make sure you put it there. And I
I think
actually like how you compare the campaign, the business traffic acquisition model with club life because you are the one who knows it and does it right. I was personally on one of the parties that Andy himself uh, created, arranged, and that was huge. We are actually launching a video about it soon.
so.
That's
Yeah,
gonna be nice.
I got the video from my videographer Mari, from Shoot X.
Yeah, yeah.
He sent me the video over. I posted it on my Facebook, and 2 days later, my account was disabled.
I know why. I remember why. Andy, this is huge. I mean, when someone is starting the OF business, when someone is already building up the business that exists on OF, getting traffic is actually a key. That's something that's always needed. That's something that's always hunted. The different approaches, different strategies, different campaigns, traffic campaigns. Some of them work better than the others. Andy with creator traffic here is to bring it. We are here to show how it goes, the statistics, analytics. As Andy mentioned, we do this shared link that can bring a lot of visibility and full picture on what's actually happening with your traffic. And I'm really glad that Andy had a chance to share a few insights on what numbers to look at, what to compare with which, and what time ranges to expect some results and evaluate and make conclusions. So there is actually one gift that I have for those who were watching all this time until this moment. And that gift consists in that we actually improved our traffic metrics even more. Now you can see your traffic metrics being time ranged. You can see week by week, day by day, month by month, everything, not only the totals from one source, totals from another, but actually time ranged. So those of you who are watching us today, and our team asked me to do it 24 hours, but you know what? This is not arranged, by the way. Let me do this entire October. So
Yeah.
this is the 22nd of October 2025. And those of you who watch it until the end of October, if you message onlymonster.ai on Instagram and you say traffic stream as a keyword, that's the promo code for your closed beta access to the new updated traffic metrics that will show you everything. And with the help of Andy, I hope everyone grows and gets the best traffic and knows
Wait,
how
wait,
to
wait,
use
wait. When you have 7 for October, I do the same.
Ah,
So for everyone watching outside the stream, add me on Telegram. It's at Traffic Captain OF. Traffic Captain OF. You send me a message and say live stream Only Monster, and the whole October I give you a 20% top up of your first payment.
look
So
at him. I like it. Very nice, very nice. This is actually amazing. Thank you so much, Andy. I am pretty certain that those who are watching us today will find it useful, valuable, the insights that you put, the points that you highlight, the benefits that you gave just now for the entire end of this month. Wow, amazing. Always a pleasure to talk to you, man.
yeah,
Let's keep it short. I know we will definitely see each other on the next conferences. There are a
you
few
come
more
to,
questions
you
that
come to Bangkok, AW.
well,
Feel it.
not this one. I
Okay.
really hope to be at a few US conferences coming up soon.
I booked today my flight.
Look at him.
LA
Nice.
Express, LA Express, 11th of January, and then ABN
ABN. Yeah,
21 of
nice.
January.
I hope to see you there. I do have some more questions related to traffic that I would really like to ask, and maybe we also do recording on or some live stream from there, from right there.
From the strip, from the life, from the strip.
Exactly. Andy, I shake your hand. This is amazing. Thank you one more time. And thank you everyone who was watching us today. See you guys.
Yeah.
Hope you find it useful.
And this was the captain with Only Monster and the live stream. Make some noise for Only Monster and Creator Traffic. We make
Yay!
click cash.